Like, why do some people be acting like they're too cool to like converse with you?
Because they think they're too cool to converse
What
with
do you need? Who do you need?
Oh, maybe it's just me.
Maybe.
Nah.
It could
Maybe
be.
it could just be me.
You don't gotta keep it running.
No.
I mean, it don't gotta just be you, but it could be you. It could just be you.
Because I like my image, and I don't want it to be tainted.
Maybe it's just you.
Yeah, it's probably just me. It is probably just me.
Nah, I mean,
I just be thinking like certain people in my life, not in my life, but that I've met, and it's just like,
maybe that's your ego thinking people should want to talk to you.
nah, not at all, not at all.
Yo, I don't even know no
No,
more,
stop.
bro.
No, yeah, no, okay, so yeah, to get to that, there was a point where sometimes I would put it into that aspect of like, yeah, I'm him, know what I'm saying? They probably see me and be like, oh, alright, I gotta not associate with this person because that person is competition in in some sort of aspect. And I'm like, I know, yeah, I am the shit, but like, I'm not really thinking that people are thinking that. So it can't be that. So why? What is it?
Because I'm trying to do what you do.
And even when I do talk to them, the times that I have came out of, my little shell and actually converse with people, it's like they still give that little like a like alright nigga. And I'm like, okay.
Don't you know who?
Just trying to be cordial.
So I was watching Community, or a clip of Community, and it was this guy that like Britta was.
Oh, AD? Back on Fig?
This guy. So I was watching.
You talking about Duno?
No.
You talking about T-Rel?
This guy.
Oh, alright.
What?
That's what I'm saying.
Wait, what?
So I was watching Community.
Not the AD Community.
No.
Like Community, the show that
Yes.
Donald Glover was a writer and actor on.
Okay, so he knows about a show that I didn't
Yo.
know about because I'm like, what are you talking about?
No, it's actually a Twitch stream.
Nah, he's talking about
Oh.
community.
Like your people's.
No
Blue
disrespect.
people's. Community.
Got you. I'm lagging on it.
No, you're not. It's a different audience.
Wow, so not my type of audience.
Not really yours, no.
I don't know.
But Community.
Okay, nah. What is the show about?
It's a stream. It's just AD from. He's a
What is he,
rapper.
like Kai Cenat?
He was a rapper and then he went on No Jumper and he was a host on No Jumper for some time
Okay.
and now he's doing his own thing.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
So, I was watching Community. No relation to Heem's Community.
As a crib.
And
That'd be the name.
so this girl was into this guy who. How do I gotta figure out how to start the story. So she was into this guy.
She was into this guy. Okay.
Super into this guy.
In the community.
It was like a toxic type of, know what I'm saying, being into somebody. And long story short, she didn't want to date him anymore after he was being nice. But she didn't know that years ago,
She didn't know that years ago.
He had an accident at a carnival that he had a nut from Ferris wheel in his brain, so now he feels no shame. But people like him because he feels no shame. And this is not...
Is that a joke?
No, just let me finish.
Oh.
So, this is not a negative knock on you, but it's the fact that you feel so confident in who you are and what you do, and like, know what I'm saying? Like, you don't do no nut ass, you don't be out here doing no nut ass shit. You feel me? Like, you don't be out here bugging, and wildin', like you spread your positivity. Yeah, people might get mad at you at what you have to say. I'm one of them. Won't deny it. He pisses me off. It's my brother. It is what it is. But
Yo, he said, yo, don't group all of us with your feelings, dog.
nah, I said me. Right? Did I say me? I'm
I
sorry.
know I'm playing.
No, but off of what
Nah.
he was saying, where he's like, "Oh, people feel this way," but I'm saying because people feel that way because
Fuck with
Heem
you,
is
fuck
so
with you.
positive in what he does.
No
Like,
worry.
I'm trying to think of the word.
No, wait.
Unwavering. I want to say, like you know what you want to do. So
You saying the guy in Community made you think of him?
off of what he was saying, because he was like, "Why people don't like me."
No, I was not talking about why people don't like me.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I was saying I've met certain people
Okay.
that like have just been a little bit standoffish with me.
Is that what you said initially when you were saying why is it that people see or why do people why?
No, I had a random thought like that. Some people that I met in my life were a bit standoffish to me,
I'll be honest.
but being
I think-
very friendly with my friends because they're obviously friends with them.
I mean, I think a lot of people. That's like no, I can't say that. I can't say that. But I mean, that ain't. I mean, that's
You never experienced that?
yeah. No, I have. I was just saying. I feel like that's like everybody's gonna come across those people that don't favor you, so to speak.
Star.
Or you know what I'm saying? Like I feel as though that's you're gonna come across that. It's not in a room of 50 people.
Hey,
Who the fuck are you that all 50 people is gonna just fuck with you like that? It's gonna rock with you. Who the fuck are you that all like 30 people are gonna rock with you? All
I
the way?
mean,
Like,
I rock with everybody because that's where my thing is coming from. But that's ego, I guess.
you know,
I'm thinking like I'm not gonna go to a place and immediately look at somebody and be like
No,
because of
but-
anything and thinking like, oh man.
Okay, so how do you feel about that? Saying people, or not saying, but there's a belief, or people have a feeling about individuals who say they get along with everyone or can get along with everyone. And they like people who
I feel like
get along with
that
anyone-
statement is a manipulative statement.
They say like people who get along with everyone don't get along with anyone.
It's very
And
manipulative.
I thought about that, and I was like, well,
but what if you actually do get along with everyone?
But-
Because there are those type of
but
people.
you don't, because if you do,
Because
that
it's-
means you're willing to compromise more often than not, or you're accepting of many things you may not maybe shouldn't be.
It's not because you got to think about it. It's
Yeah,
not.
that's-
It's
it's
not
like
just
the term-
anyone. It's
it's-
not just anyone.
It's everyone.
It's everyone.
No, I'm saying everyone, but it's not just anyone. You got to because say the phrase again.
Anyone who can get along with everyone doesn't get along with anyone.
Exactly. They can, doesn't mean they do.
I understand what he
Or
was
no,
saying.
I think, and I don't know. I think it's anybody. It's no. There are people who feel like they look at the people who can get along with everyone side eye because they wonder why.
No, yeah, because they have people that they're against, and they're like, "Oh, you could be with the person that's against
I
me,"
mean,
and
yeah,
that's where
no.
it comes from. Because
That's-
where else would it come from?
To a degree, and
What negativity could you get from that?
to a degree and an extent. I mean, because I can get along. I mean, what is getting along? What is actually getting along?
You don't like the sandbox?
Just because
Getting along is going outside, going into the public, being exposed to people.
I feel like
in a particular setting, in a grouping,
I feel-
what would be getting along?
Can you
What-
put-
All the way up until you meet the person and have a conversation.
Like, do we have to necessarily interact for us to not get along or get along
You don't have to interact like
per se?
verbally.
But if we can occupy the same space with no conflict,
We're getting along.
confrontation, is that not getting along?
Yeah.
Is that there's a sense of peace there?
That's why I say up until the point we have a conversation with the person is getting along. Like up until from going outside and being in the public
Or
to having
not.
a conversation.
I mean, even
Because like, not saying conversation has to be in it, but just the fact that people are around you, the physical aspect of that, and then going to the person-to-person aspect.
Well, I think it's funny because so more often than not we probably disagree, and that doesn't mean you don't get along. That's not not getting along. That's just disagreeing.
But a lot of people have that concept messed up. People don't like to disagree. They think if the moment you disagree, you're on the opposing side, and y'all have nothing in common. Some people think that. Oh, you don't agree with my views? Nah, you on the other side.
Well, I can't say that I haven't thought that way. A good amount of life.
88. Yeah, every movie you watch, the Saints on You Got Served. Who else? And what other movie? Nick Cannon. What movie you do? What's that with the Drumline? Freaking Love Don't Cost a Thing.
Undercover Cop.
That dynamic, you switching back and forth between person to person.
Oh yeah.
It's everything we watch. It's everything. A lot of things, not everything. A lot of things that we have ingested, have dealt with that. It's perpetuates that even further because we're young and growing and then repeating, and also learning it from people that learned it from that thing too, or from other people.
Oh yeah.
Every generation portrays it differently. It's the same but different.
How easy or difficult is it to really break from a cycle?
Approximately 6 to 8 weeks.
What kind of cycle are you talking about? What kind of cycle are you talking about?
Scientifically proven, about 6 to 8 weeks. If you slowly taper off from certain things and add other things onto your plate,
Well,
you will eventually develop new habits.
Okay, so it's the depth and severity of that cycle and the influence and effect of it are irrelevant to that idea, that concept.
Excuse me?
Like, I mean a cycle in just a life cycle, or just a lifestyle cycle, or just...
Oh, meaning that you can relapse, is what you're saying.
I mean I'm sorry, like
quote-unquote relapse.
A generational curse almost, pretty much.
That's where my mind went when you were...
That's what I mean by break a cycle.
Oh, okay.
How easy or difficult it.
Well, yeah, I was being
a personal
sarcastic.
A personal habit that you developed. You know what I mean? Like
I was being sarcastic.
Anything with time, I think, with the right intention and
attention.
Yeah, and resilience behind it. As long as you have the right intention and you have some resilience behind what you're doing, you can push through to see through to the end of whatever you're attempting. Which I guess should also fare well for breaking a generational curse or a cycle, because of the fact that it's done. More often than not, it's just not heard about or spoken about because people are just living their lives respectfully. Like, so it definitely is done, and I think we even do it. Like, every generation it happens. Every generation there's just those people that are fortunate enough to
break those,
process life in such a way where they actually develop this kind of intention early on in life, rather than gathering it throughout living and then finding that kind of motivation to find that intent. Because honestly, I feel as though living intentionally is what parents do, or you're forced to do, because you have another mouth to feed and shelter and clothe, protect and guide now. So everything you're doing has reason and purpose. Because if not, then you're wasting time not being able to provide and help your seed survive and ensure your seed's safety, security, and well-being. So in thinking more intentionally, your decision making,
Yeah, all your steps are with a purpose.
you're not interested in entertainment. You're not interested in being lulled or passing by. You're interested in developing yourself, improving yourself, and growing yourself to be able to handle what you feel has been a challenge for your pre-existing so I mean, which it kind of takes that sense of childhood away. I think if it happens early, if it happens that where you're kind of a teen and you kind of get that almost realization or awakening where you're like, damn, like, oh, all right, let me be. I want to be this because I don't want that, or you know what I mean? Like, it does it. How do you think it might affect us?
How, what might affect us? That different people do it in different ways.
Well,
at different times. That different people discover it at different times, like how it affects us.
Everybody's gonna discover it or come across it at a different point, different time.
But how does what affect us?
I would say, how does that cycle affect us? So, but it's evident, we can see it everywhere we turn. See it within ourselves. I used to consciously think about that. How could I break the cycle? How could I help to stop the cycle of what we've lived through and gone through and continue to go through, put ourselves through? What is it that is done, or what would be that first step? And honestly, one of the bigger things was always just don't have kids before you're prepared. That was the biggest one. Do not have kids before you're prepared. And marriage wasn't even necessarily a thought, because the biggest and most important thing was just don't have kids before you're prepared. And then have children with someone you're interested in being with and staying with. And that was so that's two things that I'm just in my head. I'm like, okay, so whoever I really decide to be with is who I want to be with and gonna be with, have kids with, really like see life through with. That was really how I would like. That was in my head. That's
not how I was raised, really.
Huh?
That's not really how I was raised.
Nah, I wasn't raised like that. I wasn't even. That's the thing. I wasn't even raised like that. You know what I'm saying? It's just what I wanted to be able to provide.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Yeah.
God willing, I'm fortunate enough to have a seed. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, okay, I'm somebody's child. I'm a human being. We make human beings. There's a way that happens. Procreation.
Recreation. Elite.
And it can be recreation depending on how you want to do it and who you're doing it with, but that's on you, you know what I'm saying? Keep it yours. But yeah, word. But but for real, like that was, so I was procreation was in my mind when sex was brought up or thought about. Procreation. Intercourse is the word is the way I referred to it or thought about it. That was also like
enter the course of life.
But just thinking about life that way so early on, like almost kind of prevented, or not prevented, but and allowed me to kind of put the reins on myself. or
Slow down
it
on
did
certain
allow me,
emotions.
gave me the free will to put the reins on myself and refrain from behaving a certain way or
Being a whore.
huh?
From being a whore. Whore.
Yo, yo,
I can't even say it right now.
yo,
Whore.
yo, wait.
You gotta put more emphasis on it.
What's my man's name?
Like Youngster.
Yo, man. Oh man, why he funny? Like, whore. I didn't like that. Oh shoot! No, but on some real though, and the thing about it is, I wanted to be. I wanted to be a whore,
You're not the only one.
bruh. Wanted to, cause it's like that. Yo, young, dumb, and full of it.
Full of what, sir?
Yo, fam.
I can't control it.
Yo, full of stream beans. Yo, it's yo, son.
Max capacity.
Bruh. Yo, on some real though, like,
Insta kill.
man.
Yeah, that's what that was.
But
It's a one shot.
yo,
That's all it
definitely.
fucking takes.
She definitely. That's why I used to think like, damn, what the fuck? What is everybody else thinking about? Fuck is everybody else thinking? Like,
About
what is
what?
everybody else thinking about life?
Oh.
That's really what I've always. I just be wondering like, what the fuck does everybody else think about life? What does everybody else think about the things that I like? I was telling my mom the other day about some shit. Huh? Oh shit! I don't know why I tell you something. Yo, I'll be hearing shit. but nah, but I was talking about something I remember that happened. I want to say. I had to be like 14. I had to
When
be
I
like
was a
14,
wee
maybe
lad.
14, something like that. Mid-teens though, mid-teens. And it just something that it just wasn't something that kids should have to experience or see. It was thankfully there were no severe occurrences, but it was just an unsettling and disheartening situation that involved family and who we choose to make family with, and of course it's my elders, so with all due respect, I'm not speaking on it, but it was just something that I can't, it just won't, that's not even, I mean, the forgiveness is the thing I think I've worked on, and but it don't really seem to come to me. Like I don't really I'm not that I won't ever, or I don't. It's just like, man, it's just foul, man. You don't ever want to see. Well, for me, I look up to elders. If people who are older, everybody older than, I just look up to. You've been here before me. You got here before me. You've been here before me. You've learned things. You've experienced things before me. So
y'all know some ish.
in my mind, in my opinion, you have more to offer because of what you're capable of processing. But at the same time, Dick Gregory said in this interview he did some time ago, I can't recall exactly what, but he said, don't listen to everybody older than you, or you don't just listen to people because they're older than you. That's really what he said. He said, because if you was dumb and stupid when you was 9, you dumb and stupid at 19. But at the same time, I don't necessarily agree with that, because even somebody who may not have learned something or enough, or what you think should be enough or could be enough, doesn't mean they don't have something to teach you.
Yeah.
And I think that's what's important, is what you're fortunate and able to pick up and take from what anybody has to offer you, to be honest with you, because we can all learn from each other, no matter how old, no matter how young. And quite often, teachers learn from the students just as much as the students learn from the teachers. And if not, teacher learns more because they're learning about each student and how many people process, how many people develop, how many people understand things, comprehend things. So teachers getting to learn a lot.
What if you only have one student?
Yeah, man. It's not a word. It's just crazy, man. It's just crazy.
Such is life.
Huh?
Such is life.
Yeah, nah. But I brought that up because it's like, I'm like, damn, it's crazy what you remember, recall, what you think about, what sticks with you, how long it sticks with you, how much you hold on to it, and why you hold on to it. Like there's, and then you start to wonder what's the rhyme or reason.
It's usually
What's the rhyme or reason that you hold on to it, or that it had to happen?
Or it's stuck with you.
All of that comes into mind. You know what I mean? Of course, you get to the root, the square root, or the, you know what I mean? And you're like, well, it's just life. So.
People have problems, they didn't get past it. Now you got to deal with another problem.
Of a similar nature.
People have problems, they did get past it. Now you got to deal with another problem.
Yeah, because that's really the way that should go, man. But
is it annoying? Yeah, but I feel like after, like, because most things in life happen more than once. You feel me? So after it happens 2 or 3 times, I feel like you should somewhat know how to navigate through it, or like
know how to not do it no more.
But every situation isn't like a whole horrible situation. Like some situations you might have got tripped up, a little bit. It might not have been like the whole thing. And I'm not talking about like doing that like super crazy or reckless. And just regular, regular shit. But I'm just saying, like after like the 3rd time, you should know, like, all right, so this happened last time, so I shouldn't do this. I shouldn't do this.
Well,
maybe I shouldn't go there. Maybe I should, go home.
Yeah. That's what everything and anything, right?
You would hope.
It really. Is definitely, on real life. Street Stars YouTube channel, they interviewed this guy. His name is he goes by he on Instagram he has a bodyguard. No, I'm sorry. Oh man. There's a term he used, I think he said EP. Executive protection. Yeah. If I'm not mistaken. Yes. Executive protection.
Black Ops.
That's what he does. But his thing is Body by O. And it was really dope just to hear. I just like to listen to other people's just backgrounds and those who are open to giving others or sharing with others a glimpse of their perspective and their thought process in life and based off of the things that they've experienced. I just find it can be in many things. I think motivating, inspiring in some cases, some instances, maybe more often than not, it's just listening to other people speak about living life is inspiring. Honestly.
So you out here looking for inspiration?
Huh?
So you out here looking for inspiration?
Nah, not at all. I
You just serendipitously come across it?
that or I really do believe I have this genuine love for human beings.
Okay.
Based off of the human beings I've come to know, come to learn about, come to be around, be appreciative of, come to lose, come to care for, like just all those different things. And as sad as it can be, being made aware of the depth of human beings, it's only that saddening because of how incredible it really is. Like it's that, I think, that duality of life itself, where just the fact of the matter that we do live to die. So the living sense of it should be a beautiful aspect, but the dying sense is only painful because of how beautiful the living aspect is. We just haven't come to terms with that part, or not all of us. Not any of us almost, really, but because we haven't met it. You know what I'm saying? We've had to live with it, but we haven't had to go. So we don't really know. And we can only speculate. But yeah.
I mean, are you scared of passing on?
Always.
Or are you more scared of passing on and at a young age?
I think more afraid of regretting anything in the moment. I feel like you get I feel like you do get that moment with yourself. In that moment, it's taking place, and you have that moment with yourself. It's internal. It's for anybody else. Nobody knows about it because it goes when it goes, you go, and that's not information you could pass on because you're taking it with you. But I feel like that's that life flashing before your eyes thing.
That's crazy.
I don't for whatever reason, I just feel as though there's people who've gotten to witness the moment and what was passed on was just the expression and what was expressed. And I feel as though that's why body language is so powerful, because the translation of information just from certain things can tell you a great deal if you're willing to open yourself up to
and
it.
Pay attention.
Yeah, for sure.
So I just thought about, when you were talking about the whole like passing aspect, I thought about when you see a star in the sky, you ain't sure if that star, died or not. So I was just thinking about when you're passing, right? You're sitting there watching all the aspects of your life or whatever, and then it's over. So I was just thinking about I don't know, my brain's just bugging out right now. So I was just thinking about it's, I guess, a broadcast from a TV, if that makes any sense. Because, like, you as a person would be watching the TV, your final moments. So it'd be like us watching the star. I guess if that makes any sense. I don't know. It's just how my brain was thinking about it, like, when you said it. And then, you know, and then it's over.
Yeah, like, it really just...
I don't know if I, like, conveyed that the right way or not. I don't know if, like,
I mean... Let's say it again.
So, like, all right, so right now it's, what time is it? It's 7:46. All right, you watching the star.
Hold on, before you do that, let me ask it from what I understood. The star is the information from the past. It's passing.
The star would be basically your life.
Yeah, okay, I know, but I was just saying that. So the star you're saying is, it's not what we're seeing, it's life that we're seeing.
Yes.
Or the life that it has currently lived.
Yes.
And our life, where does our life come into play? You're saying that, where does the TV screen come into play? That's what I mean.
The TV screen would basically be like, okay, I see what you're saying. So basically,
Like, what moment in our life are you correlating our last moment in life?
Yes,
to the star.
Yes, like as you're watching. Thank you. That's why I was like, am I conveying it right? Because the way even I was explaining it to you wasn't.
But nigga, you could be like 98 and just be thinking about a butterfly, and then you're not thinking about the broadcast of the TV screen in your whole life fashion. Like, it's just the butterfly.
That would be the light transference, because like you could be looking at a star, okay. So let me go through the explanation, because I was just doing it. So right now at 7:40 something, right? I'm here looking at the star, and that star could possibly be dead, right? So I'm saying it takes an X amount of time for the light to transfer.
That star could be dead, you said?
Yes. Because the light travels at a certain speed. So a star that I could be looking at now already, you know what I'm saying?
Dead, yeah.
Dead. So then I was basically saying, like,
traveling.
Yes. So let me gather my thoughts. So basically, as you're like your final moments, as you're passing, you know what I'm saying? Like, say you're on a hospital bed, as you're passing, you know what I'm saying? You get a little glimpse of those moments.
Yo, wait.
Okay, so you're just saying at some point in your life.
Yes.
Okay.
At some point in your life, what?
You like
at some point in your last moments, you might think about the timeline of your life.
Yeah, like you seeing,
The blink
you know,
of an eye.
Yeah, like they say, you see your final moments
Like
when you
flash
die.
before your eyes, yeah.
Basically. So
Well, how often do you realize you're even thinking about your whole life in the moment? As you might be thinking about your whole life. I feel like that happens more often than not, where you kind of
I do.
You kind of just flip through that. You pick a day, like, oh, this day, and you remember it, but you just flash through all of that other time that was lived and spent. So it's a lot to digest, ingest. Man, extract. This is it's life thing, man. Golly. Bro. Gotta not. I don't want to take myself too serious. But I don't want to wake up and think, damn.
What if
I just... So...
What if I just...
I'm just getting myself comfortable with the uncomfortable feeling of thinking I'm taking myself too serious when I'm just being intentional about myself. I think that was a hard thing for me, so to speak, or just the internal battle I had. Didn't really like. It wasn't the expressive thing. I didn't really, or maybe I don't realize if it was being conveyed. But yeah, nah, it was just the internal battle I had, with not taking myself too serious. And I guess that's what.
In like what aspect?
Huh?
Like what aspect?
Of what?
Like, what do you mean taking yourself too serious?
Just not.
Like in what you're saying you want to do?
Just with myself in life, as far as I guess that's why they categorize or classify, or being straight and just straight and narrow, so to speak, or you know what I mean, what they would consider square.
And that's what you're saying. You're putting that as taking yourself serious?
No, but in the sense where you hold yourself to a standard and an expectation that would seem to be congruent to the norm or the uniform way of doing things, but holding yourself to a standard, I guess, is
you feel like your standard is too serious sometimes.
Huh?
You feel like your standard is too serious sometimes.
Well, no, not at all. I wasn't. I guess I wasn't sure how I wanted to structure my standards for myself, so to speak.
Okay, so
or
the level, the level in which you want to go to setting it.
Well,
Gotcha.
no, but also, like I really do feel that's what I mean about like the hair. The hair is a part of that
this is
refusal to feel as though I'm doing the norm or accepting or conforming to, you know what I'm saying, the uniformity of certain standards that seemed or I had a belief was discriminatory.
It's funny when you bring up the hair thing. My bad to cut you off. But when I was living in PA, they were very adamant about me on my hair. It's predominantly white area. But I had the dreads before I moved out here. I think I had dreads and cut my hair 3 times. Usually only gets like that length, not like as much. But it usually gets to that length. I've cut it all 3 times. But 9 times out of 10 it was because the last time I cut it was because of Corona. I couldn't find nobody to get it done. But the 2 times before that it was like a job thing. Like I had to find a job, and everybody like gave me shit about my hair. Like even when it was well kept, like you see me with my hair well kept. It was just like, so everybody else has their hair, greasy ass hair. Greasy ass hair.
I think that I just wanted. I think it was a deterrent. It was a deterrent from all of that. What I presumed to be judgmental and dismissive of true qualities and character and integrity. So to speak, it was an attempt to force people to in the moment figure out how they want to deal with me, or whether or not they want to, and throughout it, I learned how to deal with myself and interact with others, regardless of whether or not they were capable or willing or wanting to interact with me, which was the true challenge. Is am I willing to be me regardless? You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's when it gets to being something that is less of a statement of rebellion and more just like your own, like, this is what I want to do. Because I definitely, like, that feeling you're talking about, I don't know if I really had that feeling, but, like, I guess I might have thought about it, but I always just rocked, like, I want my hair how I want my hair.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not thinking that I have to change it for anybody or that it's gonna affect. I know that sometimes it did affect things, but I'm like, I don't care. I'm gonna go anyway and see what happens because like it's whatever. Like, you know,
if it's gonna be, it's gonna be.
Yeah.
And if not, you know, and that's where I want to be. Like, I don't want to be carrying that weight and that's what I mean. Breaking cycles is really breaking free from all of that, because we're held down by a lot, and it's all psychological. That psychological war is for all of eternity. That is literally for our existence, for the entirety of our existence. We will have that psychological war. The unfortunate part is that now that war has come outside of us, and we're all having it together.
And then a lot of stuff that you see in a cycle, you see as a fucking baby, as a kid, as a toddler, and you like don't realize it till you actually get older. The smoking, the drinking, the arguing, the fighting, the beating on, know what I'm saying? Like, your parents not being there, like, you see that from a young age. And when you're 3-4, it's not registering in your head, but then when you like 20 something, you're like, huh, yeah, I did always see my dad smoking. Huh, mom did always have a bottle. Huh, dad was never there at the nighttime. Huh, mom is doing this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? Or even your uncles and stuff, your uncles, your cousins, your family. Like, I'm not gonna say it's a movie, but your life is a movie. It's your movie. How do you want it to go? How do you want it to end? Even in the beginning, still, you know what I'm saying? The end. You know, you gotta. When you reach a certain age, you still have to you do have to think back on what you know what I'm saying, what you've seen before. Like how I was saying, and this is months ago, about going over your day. Sometimes you have to sit there and think about what used to happen when you were younger. Why do you do certain things? Why you this, that, and the third? Why you so quick to fly off the handle? Why you so quick to reach for the weed? Why, you know, just why do you do the things?
At some point, I started blaming it on the food and the stuff. The outer things, not even the parents, because like there's a point like. Hopefully, where you get past those things, or where you become aware of it and you start to work to fix those things, because like, you know, you don't want to be dealing with that your whole life. But
yeah,
that's what I was saying.
Well, I mean, to the food conjunction, you've been
saying
that for a while.
Yeah. I take it off the parents and put it onto the shit that we ingest, because like, you know what I'm saying?
No, I can't borrow it.
They be putting the chemicals and the.
Nah, I mean.
You know what I mean?
But it does play a part though.
Nah, hold on.
Our diets definitely had an effect, but we didn't. There wasn't, and that's the other part that's it's unfortunate is us not really having. We're not being privy to the way that our diets affect us, how they can affect.
You're talking about their parents and stuff that they saw within their family, and like.
Eating McDonald's French fries like 4 days a week.
You could see all that.
It's so good.
You could watch movies and you can watch movies and see all this death and violence in the movie and be, but then you crying about your parents and what they did. They didn't do none of that stuff in the movie. They might have done some of that stuff, but like, you're not watching them slice nobody's neck off or like do an exorcism or none of that. Like,
I think the different feeling is the fact that they're your parent. Like,
yeah, I get that, but what I'm saying is like. the things that you start to do and notice that affect your life, you can't blame that on them.
Not even, and that's the other part.
And you can't go back and be like this and that.
That's the other part about it. That self-reflecting is just that, self-reflecting. It's not for the root or the origin in place to point the finger. It's for understanding of how something even came about.
Yeah.
That's the way it needs to be. It needs to be, in my opinion, that is the way it should be practiced. And because that's what I try to do. Really, is think about what about it gave me that feeling or sense that stuck. So
It makes me feel entitled to act this way or do these things.
Yeah,
because it is like, I mean, yeah, I get it, but
At what point are
see
you
the
gonna
clip.
take accountability?
I see the clip. There was a gentleman.
not to not to down talk anybody. Obviously.
Yeah, word. Nah, that's facts.
There was an ex-con that was it just happened to be and he had in an interview, and he was just speaking about things, and he was saying how he was saying him ending up at one correctional facility really saved his life because he did it was a program he had got into, and he's like, that saved his life because it really taught him about accountability. And he was like, and that's our biggest problem with our community is we need to start taking accountability for.
Did you send that in? You sent that in a group?
I think I did.
I watched that one.
Yeah, word.
Yeah, I watched that
Word.
one. But nah, for real, like, and I think I've literally said this for the past like 2 or 3 weeks. Like, yo, yeah, they did this and the third, but what you gonna do? All right, so say some people, and I'm gonna take it to an extreme. Take the glasses off. Say some people jump you, right? Right? Yeah, they jumped you, and then you go grab the nom saying, and you pop. And now, know what I'm saying, they not here. Who going down? Oh, they jumped me.
Depending what state you in.
Well, listen. Well, let's be realistic about this also.
Here go Kenny with his pro gun ish. Nothing.
Yeah, let's be realistic about this. If we
deserved it.
Context clues.
At least sensible enough. You got your credentials right. You law-abiding citizen. Listen, it's all about protection, the self-defense, and the security of a free state.
You're like a dumb Republican.
Oh my God.
Republican.
You could jump on these bullets, baby.
I'm sorry. I took it to the super extreme. It didn't even have to go there.
Not even because on all honesty, that it is what Nipsey started, kind of being able to plant that seed for the people involved. You know what I'm saying? It's
crazy.
Reassess how you process and deal with what you perceive to be disrespect. Not to say that it isn't, and not to say that you're wrong, and not to say that you need to or not do something about it, but it is to say that, is this situation going to lead to a worse situation, or is there a way for you to avoid any possible furthering of this occurrence? And that's really what has to happen, but it's not an easy feat to meet and accomplish, like to really get into your own psyche,
Boondocks,
and reprogram
the end moment.
Because that is literal. We are computers. We're the first computers. We're the first in computers. Our hardware is different. Our software is ridiculous. It's constantly updating.
We were electricity before electricity was electricity. Like, it's different electricity, but it is electricity.
It may not be though.
The same, and not in our body.
Yeah, no.
Like the nerves and synapses.
We can get electrocuted. Why is that? Because we got electricity
Well,
flowing through us.
Everything has a positive and a negative.
We have water in this, and water is double
Yeah,
effective
shit throwing off-
to
I
electric.
don't know.
Come on.
Oh, you're.
Where the electrolytes come from anyways, B?
I don't know if that was a life
I really
Rub the
don't
rocks
know.
together.
I
Pokemon
don't even know.
reference.
If you rub rocks together, you get static. Put
Really?
that in the water, it statics the water.
Wait, really?
Water's ionized
Wait. You rub rocks together. You get static?
Yeah.
Is this...
You get friction.
You get some friction, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Is our
gives
sparks static?
It's energy. Kinetic.
Technically,
If you spark if you spark up some dry rubbish like hay or
Damn.
flammable components,
let's see what Webster
Materials.
says.
cotton, you know what I mean?
That's why the text
Spark up
was
some.
on
Come on, man.
What's the word we looking for?
I believe it is kinetic energy.
Static friction.
Static.
Oh, okay.
Static.
So kinetic energy.
Play it, bro. Static.
Woo woo! Shout out to Romeo.
Lacking in movement,
Miller.
action, or change.
Oh,
Physics. Concerned with bodies at rest or forces in equilibrium.
Static.
Noun. Crackling or hissing noises on a telephone radio or other telecommunication system. So concerned with bodies at rest or forces in equilibrium. Lacking in movement, action, or change, especially in a way viewed as undesirable or uninteresting. Static. That's just Google definition. Static in Merriam-Webster is exerting force by reason of weight alone without motion. Exerting force by reason of weight alone without motion, of or relating to bodies at rest or forces in equilibrium, showing little change, characterized by a lack of movement, animation, or progression. Yeah, so yeah, it's static. Because when you rub a rock together, you get the. Know what I'm saying, cook it a little.
Friction.
it's two types of energy. It's kinetic. What's the other one?
It's showing little change because you rubbing the two rocks together like that with whatever amount of friction that we can put onto it. It's not gonna spark any kind of chemical change within the rocks or the air. So, yeah, that's why the electrolytes. So minerals in the water, rubbing together,
Yeah.
sparking.
I
The
don't know
water's
anything
the
about
water's
anything.
moving in it. It's the water since the water's moving at whatever speed or it's getting ionized because the spark is the electrons or whatever is catching on to whatever information is in the spark, and it soups up the electrons in the water, so they get ionized and electrolytes.
So I was right.
And now the water is infused with energy.
Cause I'm an electric eel. Yeah.
No, that's pretty crazy.
Right.
I mean, you definitely
I
could
love
just Google it, and
science.
it's probably way simpler than that. But
I love science too.
I was so good at science. I was so fucking good
Trash.
at science in school.
I was horrible at every class, but for whatever reason, rocks and minerals, I got the highest grade on the test. I don't understand.
I'm
Have
saying
the only
you're an earthbender, Kenny.
Yo,
oh,
gotta
okay,
be beat.
okay.
You
So
nice and grounded. Know what I mean?
ionized water is water with mineral ion in it. So it's not the water being ionized; it's the minerals are
It contains.
ionized.
Yeah.
They either gain or lose electrons, so then it forces them to become an ion because they're not in its natural state.
It's science stuff. It's different.
Mm-hmm.
That's different.
Almost all waters found in nature acquire ions such
That's
as
different.
calcium and bicarbonate as they come in contact with rocks.
One and then the two and then the three and then the fourth. Then you gotta.
Oh, wow.
I'm sorry. Yo, oh, man.
That's crazy.
Oh shit, my bad.
Nah, you actually.
So I don't know how exactly the water filtration works in cleaning water, but in the waters they say reverse osmosis. And when you do that to water, you're removing all the minerals and it leaves the water quote unquote dead and acidic. I don't know if that's like for real, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, it leaves it dead and acidic. So what they do with the water that we get, like Smart Water, Essentia, those things that say reverse osmosis in it, they make it dead and acidic, then
reinvigorate.
reinvigorate it with
You can't just drink.
minerals.
You can't just drink ocean water, right?
You shouldn't.
Yeah, the salt content.
It's gonna dehydrate your body. The salt is gonna take the water out of your cells.
But you can drink like stream water.
Yeah, because there's no salt in it. But you should still filter
River
and
water?
or boil.
River water too.
Yes, which you should also, because it doesn't have salt in it. But you do have to boil that water to get those fucking parasites out.
You shouldn't boil it either. They say.
What do you say?
They say things be said, and I just be wondering. That's all.
Yeah, I guess that's probably kind of relating to reverse osmosis, because then you're taking the minerals out of it, and I'm assuming either they get turned into gas from a solid, whatever small solid they were, or they're somehow dissolved into the water that is already quote unquote dead and acidic, or it sits in the bottom of the pot, and you don't notice because it's however small it is.
Microscopic.
Yes, microscopic. I didn't want to say that because that's kind of very small, and maybe it's not, you know what I'm saying, but I don't know. It's just
Microscopic bacteria. They still get you all fucked up. Don't matter how small it is.
Yeah, I'm a germaphobe.
Yo, honestly,
I don't know what it is. I know what it is. I just think I just be like, that's nasty.
wash
But I'm not.
your fucking hands.
See, that's why I really do feel for people with OCD. It's fucked up. It's fucked. Because as much as I'm germaphobe, I'm not excessive about it. I'm really not a phobe. It's not a fear. I just don't. You know what I mean?
you're just aware and you take care.
Yeah.
I was telling the kid this shit. This is years ago, like probably like the first year we were dating and shit. I don't even like my own blood.
Who you what?
I don't like other people's saliva. Like blood.
Yo, fam.
Don't
fam,
spit in my
fam,
mouth.
Fam, keep
JK.
your
Nah,
motherfucking-
what? Nah.
Keep your
Nah,
bodily
it's not
fluids
even
to your motherfucking self.
Yo, for real, like
Keep that on you.
I smoke with my friends, my close circle of like 8, 9 of y'all. That's it. Know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, that's how I be feeling.
Oh, can I have some of your soda? Oh,
Chill,
no, you
fam.
like that.
Chill,
You know, back in the
fam.
projects, yeah, you could.
I know
Waterfall,
how
like
I
Kim said.
do know how you feel. Like I do know how you feel. Like I don't even know if I let my kid. Like I don't even know my. I don't get. I'm gonna have to give my kid a whole nother cup.
And I said that.
I don't want-
I ain't
I
even
don't
gonna
want
hold
your
you.
babies.
No, I can't do the drinks. I can't do the drinks.
You're my
I can't
nephew?
do- my mom used to call him the little. I don't want your backwash and your little men in my drink. And I'm like, yo, even at like 9, 10, I'm like, what is little men? Until I let my sister drink behind me, and I looked at him. I was like, what is that?
What are you fucking doing? What are you doing when you drink?
You little
Why
man.
is anything coming out when you drink?
And it's so funny because people, they would always say, I don't want your backwash in my drink. I'm like, what the fuck is backwash?
I respect
What is backwash?
the hell out of it now.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I didn't get it because I didn't do that. That's why I'm like,
That
what
too.
is it?
It's just like, what is backwash? What is men? I don't like, what is this? Oh my God, hilarious.
Because why are you spitting back in there?
I mean,
Why would you do that?
You be eating greasy ass Chinese food and want to freaking taste your drink. Like, yo, let me get some of that iced tea. Looks
why-
all in the
why
drink
you
thing.
think
Look
that?
at it, you got a ring of oil in it. Like,
Come on,
nasty.
man. Come on, man.
John Wick 3.
Oh, word.
You watched it?
Not yet.
Did you watch it?
I think I saw parts of it.
Halle Berry was in it, and her and John Wick did some shit. Long story short, one of her dogs had to go bye-bye. You know what I'm saying? It didn't have to, but it did because they had to get out of the situation. They were in the desert.
Plot armor.
Plot armor. Like it was a little bit of water in there. She drank the water. I was like, in the desert. Then he had to like get to where he had to get to. I was just like, and it was like.
Oh, so she just wet her mouth?
Nah, it was like, yeah, basically. I mean, you in the desert, they did have a car. Well, she had a car. But it was literally like this much water left.
Now
I
gotta
was
see
like,
this.
Should have went to the cactus.
Now I gotta see this, and not for Halle Berry to spit in the bottle.
Halle
God
Berry.
damn it, what?
You're funny.
What is you doing?
Yeah, no.
Halle Berry.
Halle Berry.
Oh,
That was crazy.
Man. Oh man. Hey, such is life. Put all the Zach McMuffins at night. Do you know the Muffin Man?
The Muffin Man?
The Muffin Man.
You know Edible Man? It's a sad story.
Oh my God. The Edible Man. Somewhere out there, somebody probably has that
Tranquilo.
name.
Tranquilo. Damn, kid.
So Holly snacks.
Yeah, nah.
It was halftime. It's
Come on, free
halftime.
promotion, man. Come
So what's going on in the
Come
movie
on,
world,
man.
Vaughn?
Huh?
What's going on in the movie world?
going on in the
That's
movie
so funny.
Anything
that
worth
you asked.
watching to help our lives in any way?
Wow. Well,
Nah, man, all of that, man.
so for the next,
Nah, I'm just kidding.
I want to say maybe like year and a half. Anything that's probably not already finished is maybe gonna be duty.
Maybe what?
Gonna be trash.
I'm talking about like stuff that's like positive to watch.
Oh, with,
Yeah,
the writers.
Not even positive. You know,
Yeah,
it's
with the
Hey,
Writers Guild on
man.
strike.
something with an insightful story or something.
Yo,
Well, the Writers Guild is on strike. 'cause they
more
wanna pay
power
them.
to you,
Pay
the
them.
writers out there, man.
Pay them.
That's
I didn't hear about this. The Writers Guild was on strike.
that is not like wow. Yo, strike is no joke.
Is it because of the pay? Or the hours?
Against streaming services.
Credit.
Sorry, I had to like throw that in there.
It's for credit.
In the end credits or like in the main screen?
It's for future credit.
What do you mean?
So I bet.
The
Say
AI. Oh yeah, you
Say I wrote an
don't
episode
even
of
know the
Martin.
story.
Poppin' Show lit.
What show?
Martin.
Okay.
Poppin' Show lit. They show reruns. You get residuals off of your reruns. Take a popular show now like Abbott Elementary.
Okay.
The writers for Abbott Elementary shows on Hulu.
Okay.
Does Hulu do reruns?
I don't know.
No.
It's just
how
the
are you
host
gonna do
is up there.
reruns? Exactly my point.
Okay.
They don't have the numbers. Hulu doesn't release their numbers. Netflix doesn't release their numbers. The people who watch their shows,
Okay,
yada,
to give
yada,
them a
yada.
fair pay.
Give them the fair pay. That's the one.
I was doing as royalties, pretty much when
Yeah.
you see when reruns would happen.
Every month, this amount of people watch this movie.
Bam. There you go. 2 is them also writing for movies and also like TV shows and shit like that. They don't want AI revising their scripts. Like, I wrote the shit, I want my credit. Why are you changing my script? Why are you not coming to me and we can talk about changing the script?
Okay.
Don't sit there and run it through the AI. They also, it's that, and I want to say 2 other things that I'm not 100% on. But they don't really want AI, you know what I'm saying? They don't want them to be able to do anything with that.
Okay.
But yeah, nah, they like, they want their respect. They want their pay. I could, know what I'm saying?
And when did this happen?
I want to say, I'm going to say within the past month.
Okay. And who does this pertain to? Like, is this all of the writers that are linked to major companies?
No, I'm pretty
Or
sure
is this
it's
just
like
one
a
of
union.
the unions of
Yeah,
writers?
it's like the big one.
Okay.
And the last time this happened was
the Writers
in...
Guild?
Yes. And the last time this happened was in... I want to say between 07 and 09, 2007, 2009. And
And what was that in pertinence to?
what do you mean? Oh, well, it was, I am not 100% sure, but I believe it was because they weren't getting paid enough.
Okay. But
Because
was that
it's-
because of DVDs or something? Like in 2007, like 2009, what was going on?
No, it's because they weren't getting paid enough.
Okay. What was happening in 07, 09? I feel like it was still DVDs and Blu-ray. Yeah, that
Yeah.
makes sense. That makes sense, I guess. They were, because something was going on, I guess. Yeah, that makes sense.
If I guess Blu-ray, Blu-ray did come out. I got a fucking DVD player from work for that shit. I got a Blu-ray DVD player from work. I was working at Nettel. I had the lucky
Nettel.
ticket. Not a great time. 17 out here asking y'all to pay y'all bills. Crazy. So
Hi, I'm Vaughn.
Hot shit.
definitely not.
Chill, B. Chill. You know-
Hi, I'm David. Are you going to pay your bill today?
Nah, see, it's crazy out here.
I'm David.
That's how you feel. That's how you feel, him.
Oh, hey, David. It's a nice name you got there.
Well, thank you, sir.
That's disgusting. I feel gross.
Mm-hmm.
I feel gross.
Mm-hmm. So it says here, Publishers Clearinghouse. You have a past due bill of $79.38. How would you be willing to pay that today, sir?
All right, Akia.
Yeah, I got all pennies.
Don't do the phone, right?
Crazy. How would you respond to that?
Yo, get out.
You can't hang up the phone. Sir, we're gonna need you to clock out.
I'm like, yo, get the dog. Get the dog. Get this guy out of here. Get him out of here. Pennies, B. Nah, I'm playing. You gotta take it. They gotta take it. Yo, it's currency. It's currency.
Y'all made it.
I mean, at that point, you gotta you gotta transfer it some way to them, so that at that point you're just adding more money onto your bill with late fees and stuff. I got pennies.
Yeah,
I'll just have to get more pennies then, huh?
Yeah, that is crazy. That would be crazy.
I bet that'll do it.
$500 in pennies? Hey,
By the time you get to the bank.
in pennies? In pen?
Make them back.
you been to the Coin Star.
Oh,
in there with
my
the water
gosh.
jug.
$1 is 100 pennies. $1 is 100 pennies. One of the dollars. 500 of those dollars.
Is that 50,000? Am I overextended? Or is that 5,000? I feel like
5 million.
Is it really? No.
It's not.
Okay. Yeah, I think it's 50,000. I think it's 50,000. I
50,000 pennies.
Is it? I don't know.
Do the math, guys. 1 penny is 1 penny. $1 is 100 pennies.
I want to.
$100
Cause you can think.
is 1,000 pennies.
I would say 5,000 pennies.
Damn.
10,000.
Let's see. Oh, yo, all this time.
100.
Oh,
You're never gonna have a calculator in your hand. In your
5 of
pocket.
those, you get 50,000. Yeah, y'all was right. He was right.
Was it?
50,000. You was wrong.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
You was right, kid.
Hey.
With the blood clot. With the blood goddamn.
I just had to do it because he was questioning himself. Like, nigga. 50,000.
That's why when you said 10, I was like, nah, that does not seem right.
I said 5 million.
Hey, yo, 50. Hold up.
50,000.
Yeah.
50,000 pennies.
This nigga sound like
Penny.
Grim.
Yeah, you got it.
50,000 pennies.
Yo, there's really people that really. Yo.
On the regular.
Yeah, accents.
On the regular.
Yeah, accents, dialects.
Oh, shit.
50,000.
Hey, yo.
That's like the German people and like that. Woo wee.
Man, I tell you, man. Oh my goodness, bro. You know, I just hope everybody finds peace. I just hope it.
Cause it'd be like, it's not, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, all right.
Oh shoot. Nah, but real talk. I really do, man.
You really do what?
Hope that everybody finds peace.
Okay.
I don't think.
How do you do that? 50,000.
Yeah.
You can't just say that. Simply just find peace. How do you just
Nah.
find peace? What is peace?
Well,
This
Find-
peace thing,
Find the humor.
finding it.
nah, the first step. What's the, oh, well, I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna let you go.
Find the humor in life. It's the most difficult thing. To a degree, but not necessarily. Gotta laugh at yourself first. Definitely.
It's not too loud.
Yeah, nah.
It's not too loud. It was for too
do that.
long.
Nah, you gotta do it loud as fuck.
I mean, yeah, but I'm saying not like, you know what I'm saying? Like the Joker
Yeah,
loud.
and I'm
you know?
discussing you, like, you know.
You're about to turn into the Joker.
Why?
But word.
Serious. Nah, but I feel like instead of like, yes, fixing everything around you is cool, but like fixing you first is better. Cause like, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, people do the blame game thing, or like they're just like, you know, I could fix this, I could fix that. You make sure you're good in yourself. Like Heem said, I second guess myself. You know what I'm saying? I still have stuff I have to figure out. I'm trying to also, you know what I mean? But And you know what I mean? You gotta be confident in yourself first. And then you can fix everything
She's confident.
else with 100% instead of like 20% here, 70% there. And then, you know what I'm saying?
It is. Definitely.
Right
Right about that. Woke up this morning.
Got yourself.
Whoa.
I hope you got yourself.
Nah, I definitely did, but yeah, word. Woke up. Definitely woke up. Definitely woke up. And thankful for that. Very, very grateful for that. Thankful for everybody who woke up, was fortunate to wake up. Thankful for everybody who's fortunate to get some rest. Yeah, man, it's necessary.
Necessary.
It's necessary. It's imperative that you cherish it. You inherit it.
It's only one you. It's only one you.
Yeah, no, I mean, yo, there's always everyone goes through something. Everyone is going through something. It's just about whether or not you know. And sometimes there's moments where you're going through something, but you're okay through it. And as long as you're fortunate to fight through it, then you're here. And that's something. But sometimes it definitely helps to know that people are considerate enough to send you kind words or say something nice. I think that's a good thing about the internet, as much as it has its faults. But it definitely helps to get that time to share presence when you can, when it's needed, when it's necessary. For sure. I think about that because I guess I don't care to do the internet thing. I mean, I don't. Not that I don't like it.
It's just too much sometimes. It's too much
I
negative
like,
information.
I feel like if I don't keep up with it, then I'm you know what I'm saying, and I feel bad for not. And I'm like, I don't want to deal with that.
In what aspect? Like keeping up with other people?
Yeah, I guess so. But it don't feel like that. Again, that's the weird part. It's like we're sharing things, right? And pretty much we're getting to follow each other throughout our
Pictures.
week, month, year. And so to speak, you're there. You know what I mean? But you're not. And it doesn't mean you're not considering what, or considerate enough. Or but I just don't feel like the same as being physically present. I don't know.
See, I don't think about it in that aspect.
Huh?
I don't think about it in that aspect.
Okay, I understand that.
And I don't think a lot of people do either.
No, yeah, I don't think anybody thinks of it like that. That's why I know I'm like,
I think people did used to think about it like that, but then it's transitioning to like nah, like I know you're here. You know I'm here. I'm putting my stuff up. This is what I want to do. I'm gonna look at what I want to look at. If your stuff happens to pop up, it pops up.
yeah,
But my stuff is here. I'm doing my thing.
yeah, no,
That's
yeah,
really it. Some people might get to the point where it's like, oh yeah, I gotta go to the I gotta check what's this. And but that's the cases that.
Yeah, that's that part right there where you like. So, but yeah.
But that's when you're going on an ego trip. That's not really anything crazy.
No, yeah. But no, I guess, and I just didn't even want to like.
Because when you think about it at this point, it's like why not do it? Because otherwise, are you gonna fill your phone up with pictures forever and videos and hold on to it and get a freaking 30 terabyte phone?
Well, to be frank with you,
I would like to have the pictures.
yes.
I would like to have the pictures and the memories.
I definitely would like to have.
I do have to get a new phone.
A solid 2 locations of memory.
Well, nah, yeah. I mean,
I'm
okay.
not even gonna lie. I'm not even lying to you.
'Cause we don't really print out-
I truly would like to have two solid locations of duplicated memory, that I can constantly dump to.
That, and then we don't even like print out pictures like our parents
Shit.
used to do and our
you no
grandparents.
idea.
and
Nah,
stuff
people do.
like that.
Yeah.
People do, but I'm saying
Nah, not
like
even, bro.
as a majority, like you had your.
It's moving to that though.
No, but that's a part of our hit that that graphic expression of
What
life-
happened in the moment,
life
in that
simulation.
moment.
Yeah, life simulation. There's always been pictorial.
The funny part about the stuff we be talking about, we be saying like it used to be this, used to be that. Like it's here, it's been here, and even if it's not as apparent, it's things come in waves.
Yeah,
Like that stuff is right now is just bubbling, but obviously, well not obviously, but at some point eventually it's gonna be a thing that a lot of people are doing, whether it be a hologram of something at that point. I don't know, not a hologram to that extent, but some kind of physical thing that they have in the house.
yeah.
for sure.
like the
Because we already do it with like paintings and posters and just figurines and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
like at some point they're gonna have the moving pic. Well, no, not at some point they have it on Apple. You take the picture and it's like it kind of moves. Like even if you have it as your home screen, you hold it, it moves. Like this picture I have of us around like Halloween. It's me, Akia, and the girls, and we were like at the pumpkin patch. Live photos, that's what it's called. A live photo, and like however long it is. I'm pretty sure it's like a second. You hold in and like plays the thing.
When I
what I'm
started,
saying?
they kind of been. I don't know when that was implemented. I'm not sure. I don't be really up to date with them, but I do recall the first time I touched like clicked on somebody's picture or something, like somebody had the iPhone or whatever and touched that, and it started moving. I was like, hold on, what the
On some Harry Potter ish.
is this a video? And I'm like, oh no, it's a live photo. Like, so it
So it is a video.
It captures the motion just before the still that it captures.
Oh, is that what it?
Yeah. So it's almost recording. It's pretty much recording. And then it's almost as if it's always recording.
it's a folder with a video in it and a
Don't do
picture
that,
on it.
Kenny.
You know how like you get a folder and you print a picture out and you put it on the front.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we used to do that, but that's basically what it is.
Yeah.
They put
it takes a
3-second video inside
it really
a folder.
records like a 10-second. It's almost like a 5-second video.
You can change it. I think it goes from like 1
pretty much-
second to 5 seconds,
So
maybe 1 to
I
3
didn't
seconds.
even know that.
So and I don't like that too, because sometimes it holds too long and you like almost
Yeah, it depends
forget.
how long you hold it too.
Word.
See some extra ish.
Yeah, nah, that's okay. That's depend on you. Yeah, that's.
I think you could set it up like that, like the haptic touch or whatever it's called, adaptive touch or something like that.
Hmm. See, there are definitely quality features
in the deception of them spying on everybody.
Yeah, exactly.
Yo, what you
They
said,
make
I was
it-
like, nah, Kenny, don't do that. And
they
then
make
my
it
mind
sound
just started
really
going.
cool.
It
They
was
make it
like,
sound really
just
No, but that's reality.
watching all
It's
the
not even.
time.
We don't really have to argue about this. It's no more to debate. Come on.
Why
Let's
you
just-
think?
But they can't just be flat out because there's a lot of the risk in that.
I'm just saying. Remember when before you could like take your battery out, but they would still be listening, and now they just like kind of just made it impossible for the ordinary person to just take their battery out.
Just why?
Before, before they used to be able to like even tap your phone or like listen.
Oh, take
to
the battery
whatever.
out?
Yeah, if you took the battery out. But I'm saying like now you can't even like take the battery
Ain't
out.
no
Like
battery to
the
take
ordinary person, like you gotta order it from Amazon. You gotta know what you're doing. You gotta. Yeah, it's just wild. Your literal simple comment just made my mind start racing.
Yeah, nah, but I mean, bro, it's human beings, man. We are incredible. We're incredible. We are incredible.
The best
Incredible.
of the best or the worst of the
Fascinating.
worst.
Incredibly fucking stupid. I'm joking. Sorry, I'm joking.
Are
joking.
you though?
No, but like, yo, nah, but for real. No, honestly though,
For real.
we're some very interesting beings.
That's what I said. Literally.
Some very interesting beings.
Could be the best of the best of the best, sir.
It's
with
just-
honors. Or
it's
you
just
could
like-
literally be a really not good person. I'm gonna just call it that.
I mean, who's to say? Who's to say anything, man? Who the is to say?
Whose line is it anyways? I'm in a daze.
Day.
You've been amazed.
Y'all seen the beat stuck on that beginning
the
stage.
stage.
I'm on fire.
Yeah, I've been
in the
ablaze.
I got dough to blow, but I wanna blow it right. You look nice, and your frame
Made me wanna ball a strike. So alright.
know what? Fuck it, yes I will. I am more than what you bargained for, and nothing less than real.
It's okay, it's okay.
Man, what a
it's
guy.
Okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay.
That jacket, black glasses, all American back. But I own a swag, a supermarket, and you just a bag boy.
That swag, boy, that swag you never had, boy.
Play and I will leave your chest.
The color of my black, boy. So I do this shit, I race you like I drew you,
bitch.
and I keep that stuff that you can cover me with brutal please. I'm so uptown, motherfucker. If you ain't, don't go uptown, yeah. And now I wanna ride you. I let me in a massage, in a mosh pit. Check it, you talking about wavy in your mouth. Nah, wavy what you talking about. Shamula, baby.
Beer. Beer.
Oh, my, come on, what?
My eyes
Yo, them dudes are
change.
disrespectful.
Just
Never mind.
again.
I'm not gonna do that right after the wing.
What happened?
Nothing. Don't do it. You know what I'm talking about, Kenny.
Yo,
Oh no, you don't. Good.
Oh wait, hold up. Bumby King of Detroit also wanted the dope.
Good.
It's rather
Thanks.
like I'm dope and yes I'm
Nope.
dope.
You know, I always
Think the
skip that
record
verse.
must be For no low, it's no
I
joke.
don't,
It's time to break these haters up.
Like the skin of a
locust.
locust.
So baby like a python.
Python.
That's the type of shit I wrote this on my iPhone. So let me drop this iPhone. I palm the game like it's a Spalding ballin'. Take flight from from the free throw line to slam it down like I'm the great Mike. Bunny, Wayne, and Drake in here, man. It's gonna be a great night. Look at on this bite, I swagger like a great white. Oh, man. Damn.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta listen to that song. Ice Cold.
Ice
Cold.
I want another song like that. I want another song like that. It's been a minute since Drake and Wayne came out with a good song.
Pound of green in the D like it. Toss it with the you on. I mean, yeah.
It's okay, it's okay, it's okay.
Bruh, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Oh, damn, I'm cold.
Huh?
Damn, I'm cold. I said, damn, I'm cold.
Oh my
cold.
gosh. What's that?
No phones today, him. Don't be doing no
What that is,
you
what that be?
got
What that be, that is?
You know what I'm saying?
What that be, that is?
Is that Rubber Band Man?
Nah.
I'm saying that's the song I was thinking about.
Oh, nah. I ain't listen to that one.
Damn,
I
cold.
don't know why. I listen to the.
I could listen to Bun B's verse on that.
One of my favorite Lil Wayne joints. I don't know which one it was on. I don't know. It was definitely on a mixtape, but it was that la. Yeah. Born in New Orleans, raised in New Orleans. I will forever remain faithful New Orleans. Thank you, New Orleans. I thank you hard to grow.
Is that on Carter 3?
My hood snot a nose. Come through the hood, suicide door.
Yeah, I think that's Carter 3.
Nah.
Yeah, I think so.
No, bro. That's what I used to think too. But every time I try, it's not that. It's some other. That joint was on a mixtape. I used to come through the hood on the
Yeah, nigga, yeah, it's by David. Yeah, nigga, David Banner.
Yeah.
Play it. Oh. You right. Wait. Yes.
La, 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 la,
You're right.
Yeah, that's that one.
You're right.
I was so tight every time I was like, what the hell? Where's
So
that?
that's the song that you was just doing?
No, not at all.
Nah,
Oh.
that shit.
Is that the song
It's
that
a
you
totally
was
different
my
song, but you're right. It was a mixtape.
That was my
I think it. Never mind. Nah.
maybe one of the droughts or something.
My pops.
Or not even some other. It was some other. Some Lucy to him.
My pops put me on Lil Wayne. He gave me well, I think I might have took, and this is like back in the day when I was in like 8th grade, going to 9th grade. Yeah, 8th grade going to 9th grade, I was bumping Lil Wayne.
My dad hated Lil Wayne and the country music, so that's why I loved it to this day. And that's my favorite rapper. And because of him, I listen to music that has the twang of the Southern people.
Yo, son. Yo, this man still got this video up.
What video?
15 years.
Who?
His name's channel SJ Miller 23. He got 13 million views. That's crazy, man. It's my shit though.
What? No.
Uh-huh.
Let me see the picture.
Say the Carter 3.
Oh, dropped it.
See?
So I knew it was the Carter 3. It was on the leak. It leaked and niggas was tight, and then they put that one on there, and niggas was tight that they put that one on the actual album.
Let's see what you're saying.
Because it was.
So it's more than one version of the song.
There's more than one version of the Carter 3.
Word.
Nigga was going crazy, yo. I forgot what year whatever year.
Yeah. 15 years ago?
Whatever year.
2008.
The year leading up to that album, he was going
2007.
crazy. There's so many songs I listened to on YouTube, I can't remember the name. Like, and like, this is classics. Like, he was going crazy, but.
Oh, yeah.
And then some of those songs, like I'm Raw, that time period, he would some of those songs were supposed to be on the Carter 3, but all those shits got leaked or whatever. So they put the Carter 3 to leak out on YouTube.
Yeah.
I mean on Dat Piff or something like that.
That was yo.
And then they had to put out a whole new album of new songs, and everybody's like, why did he do this? Like, he had classic songs.
Because the internet.
Nah, that missed
But
the
then,
that missed the
but
card.
Lollipop overshadowed it. Like, the songs, the hot songs on it overshadowed the fact that it wasn't the album that people wanted.
The radio.
But wait, that's how he just made a fucking a shit ton of records and some shit spun out of it.
I feel like they were trying to. They knew those songs weren't gonna hit. How God Money and the other songs like that were
You know it.
because like the La La that you like is not gonna hit the same. It's not the same bop as the one that's on there right now. That bop fits better with what's going on or what they want to go on for him.
So I have a question. I feel like this might be a crazy question. Who got the mixtape game popping? Was it 50 or was it Wayne? It was Wayne.
Poppin'?
Yeah, because they both, like, I feel like nobody was really doing mixtapes.
One of them
before
DJs, I don't know. Not one of them DJs, but one of the DJs, one of the premier DJs.
I think
Because because like it had to be somebody from the South, I think.
well,
Because who was putting out music like
who's
Master
putting out
P and Cash
mixtape-
Money?
Who's putting out mixtapes like that? Fab.
Yeah, that's really.
I'm
What's
talking about before Fab. Fab wasn't
Yeah,
putting
that was
in
like
the 90
way
in
back.
91.
What
in,
made
in
who?
Oh, I'm not
92.
talking about that far back. 50.
I'm just saying who popped it
okay.
off. He was talking about who popped it off.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, but
gotcha,
yeah,
gotcha.
that man.
Oh, that's
But-
different time period. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, well,
I'm talking
it
about, like,
depends
the
on what- it depends on what
2000s-ish
you're talking about
era.
and what you know. Honestly,
I mean, I
I feel like that's what with the music shit. It really is like it depends on what you know and what you
Location.
exactly you're talking about. Because to say like any one of them in particular necessarily got mixtapes to be more whoever incentivized people to do mixtapes. Somebody is always it gotta be somebody that's before them. That,
Gucci was doing mixtapes too.
huh?
Gucci was doing mixtapes too.
Who?
Gucci.
but who got it like popping?
Gucci, the DJs, I don't know. I feel like people was just doing it.
Yeah,
People were already doing it. Like, that was just a thing.
Yeah, but was it popping?
It was,
Yeah, mixtape,
was
because
you-
that's what people was listening to.
That was-
But
that
if you
was-
wasn't,
sometime-
you don't have a playlist on your phone, you can listen to a mixtape with a
Yeah.
radio or an album.
The
That
only
was the-
reason I said that is because I know, like, back in the day, like, people used to hand out their mixtapes, and it's like, I don't want that trash.
It was put on tapes first.
Yeah, mixing songs on the tape.
So word and hey, so it's like
It can't be 50 Cent and Lil Wayne.
if I mean I think it's about if you referring to as far as who
Fucking Barris
Like,
Headman.
who made it
kind of
popular?
kind of
This guy. This guy.
Yeah.
Hell, it was like who kind of like pushed it mainstream because mixtapes was almost the underground thing.
New York did when New Yorkers did it, made it mainstream because people didn't really care as much that the South did it.
That makes sense.
When the New York DJs started putting stuff together with artists, it was
it's
like, yeah,
really-
we gonna do this.
It's really the DJs. It's really the DJs that.
And that was like mid 90s.
for the most part, the artist wasn't doing anything without the DJ. For really, like, not that you couldn't. It's just the DJ was a part of the set. So like it's like, you know what I mean. That's how it really it goes hand in hand. Like this is it's that's the other part about it that's like just so dope is the fact that like it's just so many components to it that make it work and make it go. And as long as everybody plays their part.
Who had a better mixtape run is a different question though. That's the question you really want to ask. That's the question you really want to ask.
I guess that's the question that I was asking. Like, who was better?
Yeah, who had a better one?
Yeah, like, was it Wayne or was it 50? That's because Wayne. I know 50 had a good. Wayne. You know what I'm saying? I knew you were gonna say Wayne. That's your favorite.
Wayne.
You could even argue who had more of an influence.
Wayne.
Huh? What happened?
Wayne.
Yeah, no, that's what I would. But I'm saying, like, you could argue that for sure.
I mean, 50 Cent is right there too.
Yeah, because
super right there.
He did what he did.
But they're both Tupac, so.
In that part.
There's two different versions of Tupac. Tupac with hair.
You gotta think about every part of it. You can't. You gotta think about the meat and potatoes. You can't.
But didn't Tupac get it from cannabis? So cannabis really started it?
It's crazy because I thought
everybody want to be cannabis.
Like 50
well, Onyx want somebody.
I thought 50 would have actually been like an actor. He was like, he acted, I feel like, in like 4 movies. And then he was like, I'm going to just do everything behind the scenes. And then I'm going to direct. And then I'm going to go back to acting. How many movies he had? He had...
Get Rich or The Die Trying.
Yeah.
He already knew the business. He had Jimmy Iovine in his corner. He's like,
but that's what I'm saying.
Nobody cares about this music thing right here. This is chump change. You're gonna make this money. You're gonna do this for this amount of time, and then I'll bring you over here, and you can make money with these guys. This is where the big boys play over here. You can get your name up right here because I don't know really how else you're gonna get any leverage. Being who you are, doing what you're doing. You know, you got this. It's good. It's great. You're doing this. It's great. Know what I'm saying? Do that. Keep it going.
My man's hosted Drew Barrymore's show.
Or maybe he just knew from the beginning.
How long?
How long did you do that? Maybe was that one episode?
Maybe for a little bit, I think.
Yeah, I feel like it was for like a little.
He gave him a 10-day contract.
Yeah, no, but he did that. He really did that.
Not to say he's like... Alright, I don't know how to say it. He's... Alright, so I'm going to just say what I was going to say. So he's a good example of not letting your environment fully dictate who you are. That is growth. I feel like I said that already. Did I say that already?
No.
Alright, so like I feel like that is...
You were talking about it earlier though.
Okay, that right there is like growth. From like... like... From being who you were to like that, like whole business mogul... However many millions of dollars he got from coming from Southside, what? Out here, from where he was.
Almost put it in a cup.
Out here.
Nah, that's on the issue.
He didn't let his past dictate who he was. He kept pushing forward.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Stop your nonsense and your bullshit. Get on your ish. I'm just saying, you can be better.
Yo. That ass. Stop that. Nah, well, real talk, like, it's tough.
Live your life.
I don't say it's tough. I get it's not simple and easy for people to just cut it off, stop whatever it is, pump the brakes on whatever those urges might be. Because,
it's definitely a process.
It's life.
You can ask Joel Embiid.
It's for how long it takes for you to mentally accept or deal with something, and then how soon you care to execute, and and how committed you are to that direction that you have given yourself. You're telling yourself to do things when you get to that point of really I mean It's almost as if you're verbalizing. Your intent to yourself. I don't mean physically vocalizing it, but verbalize, like really just internally verbalizing that to yourself, speaking to yourself directly in that intentional manner, like really. Rather than just, like, for real, rather than just doing it, think intently about the action, the motion, the execution. Is all of it is
The repercussion.
I think it's just something about travel, something about driving. I think it's because of how it really just the way it relates to life itself. It's fucking nuts. The concept of it. You have no idea who anyone is. But we have to trust each other.
I was about to make a funny comment.
I have to trust that. I have to trust that your equipment is valid and that you will utilize the features and the components properly for your safety and mine, as well as everyone else's.
I feel like that's backwards.
Huh?
I feel like that's backwards. I feel like that you would, not that you have to trust other people, but because you trust yourself, even in situations where you don't trust people, you can maneuver through it.
Or you trust yourself enough to feel prepared to deal with,
and or also
or
aligning yourself with people that also trust themselves, so you don't have to worry about trusting them because they want to do their job or they want to do whatever they're doing to the best or whatever.
So it's
to the necessary level.
It's like signaling when you're going to maneuver. And not to say that
that's not trusting other people, that's trusting yourself to know that these motherfuckers gonna do that dumb shit.
Yo.
So let's be prepared.
You know, some people live their life.
You don't gotta trust nobody. Trust yourself to know what to do.
And that's what I feel like. You definitely do have to trust. You have to trust that you're capable. You have to trust that you're capable. And us living in that state of mind, nothing is an obstacle, merely a challenge. Or just the next thing to come about. You know what I mean? Like, rather than, oh man, how to deal with this? Oh man, like no, yo. Right now, people are leaving, people are getting let go. And this is just after we were told that it's the last thing they want to do. and you
You
like,
know what that
hey,
means? That's the first thing you're gonna do.
yo,
Hey, just gonna let you guys know we're about to do
Yo.
something we don't want to do. It doesn't
Yo,
actually.
bruh.
It's not that we don't want to do it. We have to do it, and we're
Yo.
gonna do it, and we don't really care.
But-
We're saving us money.
but it's like, it's just so, it's like, damn, man, yo, how does?
Business as usual. What you think
It's
about?
not that how do they jack it? I get it. I get it. It's gonna,
Maximize profit.
but it definitely feels different. With this sense of, not even.
You want to know what's
I couldn't-
crazy?
My bad. I'm just.
No, you good.
I don't. the whole not being able to find a job thing, like the way I'm thinking about it now, as I always pretty much have, it's just really being. I was just choosing what I was picking what I wanted to do. Now I'm just like, nah, I don't. Now
Yeah.
I got something under my belt that makes me feel secure enough in my belt.
So you can
Whereas,
go work at Macy's.
huh?
So you can go work at Macy's.
Nah. No, not even. Like, it's still work out there. Like there's always another spot to go to.
The computer already out of there.
Yeah, but I don't have to. I don't. That's the thing though. I'm not, and that's what I've been saying. Like, I'm not feeling as though I need to rush to do anything and move at all, because first of all, I came in the door being offered something. I was given that, and I'll fulfill that. And until I'm not gonna make this decision. Y'all can make this decision. Y'all nullify the y'all. I want to say settle that. Y'all settle that contract.
The ball's in your court.
Nah, not even. The ball is always gonna be in their court. Like, yo, do what you gotta do, because it doesn't matter what you do. I'm always going to regain. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's what I really feel. I can stand even more firm where I'm at. Like, and just in that security of self, of I know my value. I can really go work wherever I want. Mm-hmm. Just because I'm understanding, I'm really gaining all the information, the understanding, the knowledge, comprehension of the workings of our world, like the way we operate and things. Like, I'm seeing it. I'm like, okay, I see y'all. Like, I see how y'all function. Like, I get it. I got the network. You know what I'm saying? Like,
So what I was gonna say to that is, like, how you were saying they were like letting people go. I was like, they do it to like people in Hollywood. They do it to like people in the NBA. Also, like the Grizzlies just announced that they would not be bringing Dylan Brooks back under any circumstance. And it's just like, that's crazy.
it's
That was
really
LeBron.
happening.
That was something else. That was LeBron. That was not what we talk about. That was
Nah,
LeBron.
so 6 years, right? And then the past 3, he helped make them relevant, and it's just like under any you
LeBron.
ain't have to do him like that. I hear what
LeBron.
you're saying. I hear.
Yo.
LeBron.
Trump card. That's a Trump card.
LeBron.
That's a
Yo, he ain't even do Lance Stevenson.
That's
He,
the
he,
big-
he literally
That's
said. He
the
literally
big-
posted it on his thing. Help the bear. He posted that. And this nigga got erased
Wait,
from the
wait.
team.
Wait. What did he say?
This nigga, LeBron James posted "Help the Bear," and this nigga Dylan Brooks got erased from the team, deleted.
Oh,
Deleted.
over.
The next day or 2 days later. I don't know how fast it was.
After they eliminated them from the playoffs.
Yo, that's some cool-blooded.
Crazy.
They talking about the Grizzly.
Yeah.
They talking about the Grizzly. He said, "Help the bear." If you see me in the fight with a bear, help the bear.
He might not be a bear after that.
You better not. You better not. You better not.
Yo, make sure you know
Help
your
the bed.
credentials so they can't erase you.
Hey.
Make sure you know
Hey.
something else.
Hey, bring some Tylenol for the bed.
Yo,
Yeah.
yo, Dylan, more luck to you, bro.
Nah. All jokes aside, that's gotta
Stop.
be
It's
devastating.
It's unfortunate. Yeah, it's terrible.
Because
he was doing good.
I was doing your
He was a good player.
Was up until the playoffs, which
Nah,
is why you
I'm
shouldn't be
I'm
talking
guessing
all
he's
ish.
talented. I'm guessing he's talented enough to get picked up again.
Know what I'm saying? You
I'm
alright.
guessing.
But know what I'm saying? Now you know.
He said he going to the Lakers next year.
I'm only guessing.
Every
Oh,
experience,
stop
every
playing.
experience is a
So
learning
LeBron
one.
can teach him more lessons.
Oh my god.
No, LeBron not gonna be in the Lakers next year. He's leaving.
That's
Where you going?
even crazier.
He
Go to
going
the
to the
Cavs.
Grizzlies.
Cleveland, this is for you.
Imagine
LeBron going to the Knicks.
Imagine LeBron on the Knicks.
Imagine the Knicks winning the playoffs this year.
No, it's not happening. Imagine they what?
Yo, but imagine LeBron on the Knicks. Imagine those dragons. Listen, not Komodo dragons either. Motherfuckers are dangerous. They're crazy. Hey, those things are crazy. Them Komodo dragons, them
Bite
things
your
are
face
crazy,
off.
man. You gotta watch out for them. Okay? Be careful about that. And do one other thing here. Okay? Hug your mothers. And thank your fathers. And
Like, share, subscribe.
what?
Well, no.
Oh,
Continue.
shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Those things, yeah, you know. But yo, most importantly, everybody, yo, bless, yo, bless,
See y'all next week.
bless,
And then
Love.
come back. One.
big ups, more fire.